All right, so today we're subtracting integers on a number line. It's in your booklets on page 138. You should have done previous to this adding integers on a number line because they're connected, okay? Because addition and subtraction are opposites of each other. So it'll help if you make sure you do page 137 and check your answers with what I posted online before you do 138, okay? So today we're doing subtracting integers and we're using the number line to do that. And at the top of your page it says subtraction undoes addition. So we have to remember that when you subtract a number, you're doing the opposite of addition. So we have to do the opposite on a number line. So normally when we add numbers on an integer or on a number, add integers on a number line, when we add a positive number, you're moving to the right because you're increasing value. Okay, when you add a negative integer on a number line, you move to the left because you're decreasing value. Well, when it comes to subtraction, you just do the opposite. Okay, and this one will hurt your brain a little bit, but that's okay because eventually, if you go step by step, you're going to get the right answer. Okay, so let's look at the example here. It says -5 minus -2. Okay, so we're subtracting integers. We're not adding this time. So we're going to still make a dot at your starting point, which is -5, right over here. Okay, the dot is where you start. Okay, so now we need to start jumping. So we're to add -2, we'd move to the left because it's a negative number. Okay, we're decreasing value. But to subtract -2, we're going to move to the right. We're going to do the opposite. Okay, so we're going to move to the right. 1, 2. So we end up at -3. Okay, and so -5 minus -2 is -3. We just have to kind of think of the opposite that we do in order to do subtraction or undo addition. Okay, so let's try a couple of these questions. We're going to do number 1A together, and I'm going to erase this so it doesn't distract us. Okay, so number 1A says +6 minus -3. Okay, you should find this on your books on page 138, number 1A. Okay, so we're going to put a dot at +6 down here. Now you'll notice my positives don't have a positive sign. That doesn't mean you can't put it on there. It's just normally you don't because it makes it really cluttered. Okay, so my positive numbers are on this side. Okay, so I put a dot at +6. And so to add -3, I would normally move to the left because I'm taking away value. But in this case, because I'm subtracting, I'm going to do the opposite. To subtract -3, I'm going to move 3 units to the right. I'm going to do 3 jumps. I'm actually going to go off my number line here, okay, because I didn't make it long enough. But that's okay. We can figure it out. Okay, so here I am at 6, and I'm going to move 3 jumps to the right. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to add here. And I end up at +9. Okay, or just 9, whichever you want. So you need to think, what would I do in an addition sense? And then I'm going to do the opposite. Okay, this is going to require a little more thinking and a little more brain power. Okay, but on this page it's really good because it asks you first what you do in addition, and then you want to do the exact opposite of it. Okay, let's do one more together just to make sure you're on the right track. Okay, we're going to do F, okay, on this page, and I'm just going to erase this. Okay, for F, we're starting at +2. Okay, big dot on +2, and it says subtract -1. Normally, to add a -1, I would move to the left because I'm decreasing value. But in this case, I'm going to move 1 unit to the right instead. So my answer is +3. Okay? So you need to just think, what would I do in addition sense? And then do the opposite. That's why we just finished the addition portion of this, and now we're doing subtraction. Okay? Try it out. Check all the answers that I'm going to post online tomorrow morning. Make sure you're on the right track. Make sure you message me to ask me any questions or anything you're confused about. We're going to continue with subtraction with a different strategy coming up this week. Okay? Thanks very much, guys.